Welcome to Personal Finance Deep Dives, where we help you make your money work for you. Okay, let's dive right into one of the scariest numbers in all of personal finance, the cost of college. I mean, seeing a price tag like this can give you some serious sticker shock. So let's just rip the Band-Aid off. This number you're seeing, that's the projected four-year cost for a private university for a child born today. And yes, that number is absolutely real. And no, it's not a typo for the national debt, though it kind of feels like it, right? But, before you pack your bags and run for the hills, let me share the single most important rule to make this whole thing feel, well, achievable. Just let that sink in for a second. You do not have to save $500,000 by yourself. The goal is to cover just 1/3 of it with your savings. So you're probably asking, okay, where does the other 2/3 come from? Well, the idea is pretty simple. The total cost gets split 3 ways. First, there's your savings. That's the 1/3 we're talking about. Then there's your current income during those college years, plus any financial aid your child might get. And finally, the last piece is student loans. See? This breaks that terrifying $500,000 mountain into 3 much smaller, more manageable hills. So what does saving for that 1/3 actually look like in practice? Well, for a public, in-state school, we're talking about a savings goal of around $170 a month, starting from birth. For that big private school number, it's closer to $485. This really shows you the power of starting early and just being consistent. It turns an overwhelming number into a totally doable monthly goal. That brings us to our first takeaway. Aim to save for 1/3 of college costs, not all of it. Honestly, this mindset shift is the single most important step you can take. It makes the whole goal feel possible. Okay, now that we have a target that doesn't make us want to cry, we need the right tools for the job. So let's open up your college savings toolkit, starting with the undisputed champion of college savings, the 529 plan. Think of it like this. It's a special investment account where the government gives you a massive high five. You put money in, it gets to grow over time without you paying taxes on that growth. And when you take it out for school, still no taxes. It is one of the best deals the tax code offers, period. Now, 529 is kind of a family name, and there are 2 main siblings you need to know about. The 529 savings plan is all about flexibility. It's like a gift card you can use at any video game store, for any game. The prepaid plan, on the other hand, is about certainty. It's like pre-ordering one specific video game, locking in today's price. You get the guarantee, but you're kind of locked in. You might also hear people talk about the Coverdell ESA. And look, it has some new features. It gives you a lot more investment flexibility, and you can even use the money for K-12 expenses, which is a really nice perk for some families. However, and this is a big however, when you're staring down a 6-figure college bill, that $2,000 a year contribution limit, it's just not going to cut it. Plus, there are income restrictions on who can even contribute. So for most people, it's just not the primary engine you need. That brings us to our next takeaway. For most people, a 529 savings plan offers the best mix of flexibility and growth potential. If this video is providing you value, please like, share, and subscribe to help our channel. Thank you so much. You know, a big reason parents hesitate to start saving is just plain old fear of the unknown. So let's tackle the biggest what-ifs head-on. First of all, this is a great problem to have. It's like worrying you're going to have too much leftover pizza after a party. It's a fantastic problem. So the government isn't going to punish you because your kid is a genius. You can actually pull out an amount equal to the scholarship, and that usual 10% penalty on the earnings, it's waived, gone. You'll just pay ordinary income tax on the earnings part, but everything you put in, your principal, comes out totally tax-free. It's a great deal. Okay, this one. This used to be the biggest fear for everyone, but a recent change to the rules created an amazing new safety net that you need to know about. This rule is an absolute game changer. It turns what could have been a leftover college fund into a massive head start on retirement for your child. After the account's been open for 15 years, your kid can roll unused 529 money right into their own Roth IRA. Tax-free and penalty-free, up to a lifetime max of $35,000. This is just a powerful, powerful safety net. That brings us to our next takeaway. Modern 529 plans have built-in flexibility for life's uncertainties. That old fear of use it or lose it has been seriously dialed back, thanks to incredible options like this Roth IRA rollover. All right, we have covered a lot of ground, so let's lock in the game plan with our final takeaways.
So, here's your plan. First, and most importantly, do not panic. You're aiming to save for 1/3 of the cost, not the whole thing. Second, for most of us, that flexible 529 savings plan is going to be the best tool for the job. And third, remember that these modern 529 plans have safety nets built right in, so you can save with a lot more confidence.
That's all for now, folks. Please like, share, and subscribe for more like this.